In just under 3 weeks' time, net leaders will make a big announcement. They will announce that they are launching the internal exchange for DasCoin. DasCoin is the most advanced and secure solution for exchanging value. In other words, it's the most secure cryptocurrency on the market today. Now, words like cryptocurrency, blockchain, smart contracts, etc. are terms that you can find on the internet and get a lot of information as to their meanings, etc. Suffice it to say that cryptocurrency is a feature of everyday life now. Many people are using them. You will be familiar perhaps with Bitcoin, which is the first cryptocurrency and also the one which has most value. At one stage this year it went to $5,000 per coin, and it has also gone down to 4,000. It's now maybe about 4,200, 4,300. I haven't checked this morning. I mentioned Bitcoin, whilst being the first and with the most value, it is not the best. It is not the best in the sense that since then there have been other currencies, and again you may have heard of those names like Ethereum, Zcash, Monero, Litecoins, and dozens others that are on the market and have value and that people are using. The big difference between Ethereum, which is the number 2 coin at the moment, and Bitcoin is that Ethereum has improved on the Bitcoin blockchain to make a better blockchain, therefore a better and more versatile currency. Now, the Bitcoin is not the best, and Richard Branson, people like Bill Gates have said, whilst it is the first, it is a good coin, it will not be the best because others will come after it and will improve on it when it will be better, and we believe DasCoin is one of those coins. As regards cryptocurrency, we feel it's a feature of our lives now, and the future as regards what Bill Gates think is that all transactions will be digital, universal, and almost free, which means that maybe your cash and your credit cards will probably be used in a very, very small way in the future. The people behind DasCoin, we have an incredible board of directors. Between them, they've got something like 300 collective business experience. I'm just going to pick on a few of them. I'm going to talk about Terry O'Hearn and Michael Matthias. They were both at Princeton together, and they started this project in 2014 and have been working on it ever since. I will also mention Blair Baker, who was responsible for co-authoring the largest forex exchange in 1999, and Lim Soon Hock, who took Compaq Computer from a $30 million business to a $1 billion business in about 7 years. I will also mention Brian Semke later on when I discuss the payment system. As you can see, these people have worked with the biggest companies in the world like Compaq, ExxonMobil, American Express, HSBC, PayPal, etc. You can see all the names at the bottom, and also you can Google all these people's name and see who they are and their background, etc. I think it's unlikely any of those people will risk their reputation by getting associated with something that perhaps they don't think is going to fly. So the next slide is about the difference between DasCoin and Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first and will always be the one people will remember. But Bitcoin, as I've said, is not the most efficient. And again, I'm not here to knock it because I own Bitcoins, and I'm adding to my Bitcoins every day. But immediately you can see that DasCoin had the maximum transaction time of 6 seconds, whereas Bitcoin can take hours to go through. The other thing is that DasCoin will be accepted in 60 million worldwide outlets, as opposed to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now accepted in about 600,000, but it's still nowhere near what's going to happen with DasCoin. And the reason behind this is the gentleman I mentioned before on the top left corner, Brian Semke, who is of Carter Worldwide. Now, Carter Worldwide is a company that produces the interface between, let's say, your mobile phone and the merchant's point of sale machine. So it organizes this interface to make your payment go through. So what's going to happen is, if you get a till total of a currency, let's say $10, you'll use your mobile phone and wirelessly send the money through. The merchant will get their dollars, and you will get your DasCoin debited. The next slide is really about the whole business, the NetLeaders business, where the whole thing is around the blockchain. The blockchain will give you smart contracts, securities, record keeping, and digital currency like DasCoin. DasCoin is only part of the whole structure. It's part of a whole ecosystem. The next slide is about the way to get involved. There are 6 levels of licenses. Effectively, if you get a license, it will eventually give you some coins that you can trade. So obviously, the higher the license fee, the more coins you'll have. And if you get involved now, as of the 30th of September or 1st of October, you will be able to trade your coins. Again, we don't know what the value is. No one knows. No one can second guess the market. The market will decide what the value is. We don't know. It'll be quite exciting to see what the value is. The advantage of joining now is really you will know more or less to the coin, how many coins you'll have. Whereas after the 30th of September, things might change, and you may not necessarily know the number of coins. You may just have to buy them at the time. So it's not really a deadline to get involved, but the advantage is being an early adopter and get the greatest rewards, like in everything else. Again, to reiterate, the big advantage is that the swiftness of transaction time, and then your ability to pay anyone anywhere in the world with no borders, effectively. And so this is the plan for the next few months. And the third quarter, as I mentioned, you're going to get into the internal exchange where you can trade your bitcoins, and then in 2018 it'll be a public exchange where the whole world can deal with DasCoin. In my view, this is going to be a life changer for people who get involved now. But again, it's a matter for everyone to do their research and see whether it is for them. But if I had to advise people, I've advised my family and friends to get involved now. You need only start with maybe 100 euros and see what happens. So I'm going to leave my link below, and if anyone wants to get in touch, they can do so, and I'd be delighted to help. So thank you very much for watching.